Welcome to another episode of the Dial Spot. In this episode, we're going to be going through how to build this Freddy Krueger diorama. This is the Freddy Krueger furnace scene. So make sure you guys stay tuned to catch all the little details and how to build this beautiful piece right here of A Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy Krueger diorama. Stay tuned. Alright, I got the brick painted up. I painted the brick just two different tones of red, like 2 or 3 different tones of red. I just messed with it until I was happy. And there were some parts I was happy and some parts I weren't. But you see how the detail came out in the cracks from that black wash, so that was real nice. And this is what I got so far when I did it. I already put a couple pre-holes in it. So all I really did, all this was dry brushing. You dry brush until you get the color that you want. I left the black right there, and then I made a stain around it of where the furnace is gonna go, because furnace commits it gives heat, so it burnt the ground and everything like that. And I wanted to give that a little special effect. And a couple things that I did is that I added. So let's go through it slowly. I'll show you guys as I go along. Now, this is one pipe that I made. You see this pipe? So this pipe is gonna go up there, hanging up. And this pipe was made out of is just great value smoothie straws. You don't got no great no, I think it's Walmart or Pick and Save, one of those. But I got these are the big thick smoothie straws. And for all the straws, what I do is you take the straw and I take sandpaper and I sand it down a little bit so you have something to adhere to the paint. And then I paint it all black. And then after painting in black, I choose a brown. So in this instance, I choose the brown. And I dry brush the brown on top of the black after the black dries, of course. And then this is the outcome you got. And with this one, I cut. So this is 2 of them. So that's the length of it. And so I cut one to squeeze it in here. And you see this little hole here. So I put rust around it to make it seem like it's a rusty part where the water's coming out a lot. So it's not hard to do at all. So let me put this in real quick for you guys to see as we go along. So that slides in there like that, pretty good. So you see the pipe right there. Then move to the next pipe. The next pipe that I got, just a different kind of one. Kind of the same thing, but this one is done with the flexible straws, another great value one. This was just from the store. So these straws are the bendy straws that you have. Sorry, let me light focus. So these are the ones that bend there. What I did is extended this one out and did the same thing, cut a piece to make it extend. And then this, see the extension there, so I just made it look like an extra piece of pipe for me. Nothing super grand, super special. Paint it black and then dry brush. And then this piece goes here. So that piece goes there. So got the effect of 2 pipes up there. That's what I wanted. And then I forgot. So the next thing that I built, this was for me, part of diorama for it. I wanted to throw a table in there. So I got, so I made this beat up looking table. And with this table, this was just made from, this is wood slats. So I took one wood slat and I cut it to make it the size of this. But I also cut it so I could, and then with the other half, I made this piece. And I don't know if you see it right there. Let me see if I can get it. Looks like a little mini nail. So it looks like a little mini nail right there. And then I just beat the wood up, scratched it up, painted it all black. Same thing with this. Painted it all black and went over it with a darker brown that I wanted to get. So with this table with the legs, what I did was I took pieces of wood. So I have the pieces of wood that are about this long. You can find these at Walmart or whatever, just little pieces, and I cut them to the size of the leg that I want. And then I took the hot glue and I hot glued it together like that. And with that to make a leg. So I got the legs and then I hot glued the legs to this. So it actually turned out pretty good with how it looks beat up. So I put this table like right there. Don't look bad. And then with this, that piece is actually a needle. So I take that one and I got a pre-spot for it right there. Get that pipe out the way real quick for you guys. Yeah. So I slide it up in there. So I slide that wood piece up in there and it goes in there pretty good right there. And like I said, I just made that out of wood, and I'm gonna be putting some newspapers and wanted posters on there. Put whatever you want on there. That's what it is for. And all the pipes were made from were straws. And like I said, the wood slats. The wood slats don't cost really much, and it comes with multiples of them. They're pretty thick, and they work well. Like I said, made these out of the legs. You could even use popsicle sticks probably if you wanted to. So let's move to the furnace. So the furnace, I added a little special piece. Now you see, I added the pipe at the top. So you see this pipe right here. Let me take you in on it real quick. So this pipe right here that comes from the top, try getting it to look like it the most I could, and I got it busting. So then I'll add in the little piece over here. It looks like that. So a little rusted piece. I'll worry about that straw later. But the little busted piece, and it connects all the way over and onto there. So that's the furnace, the Freddy Krueger furnace. I don't know if you guys seen the unboxing of that. I did the unboxing to that. So for the little pipe, that pipe that's at the top, I'll show you real quick. I got another one that I made up. Now this one is going to be sitting over here, so I'm going to be putting this to the side, something like that, and be gluing it in there. Now what I did is I got these things called Connect straws, and the Connect straws, you might have seen them in other people's stuff. The Connect straws come like this. It's hard plastic, and they come with little plastic pieces, so you can put this one in and then connect the straw right here and then connect another straw, and that's why they were called crazy straws. They used to have them at Dollar Tree. They don't have them at Dollar Tree anymore. But with this one, all I did was again painted it black, then found the brown that I want for the rust. I painted the rust on there to make it look rusty. Now I did the same thing with this. I took the sandpaper, I sanded all of this down, and then painted it black. Now for this piece right here that you see, this piece right here, that long piece that's at the top that's connected to it, now all that is two straws with this piece right here. What I did was cut a hole in the bottom, which was hard as hell, cut a hole in the bottom right here and split it to go over it, and then connected these straws, painted these straws, connected these straws to go across. And then I painted it all black and used the same brown that I used for all the rust. You might have to go through a different couple browns. I think the brown that I used was melted chocolate, apple barrel, so it's pretty cheap. You can get these for 50 cents to $1 or something. So that's all I used for that. Like I said, cut a hole there and put it over and got it to fit over that, and that actually fit pretty well. You might still be able to find the crazy straws on eBay and everything like that. But so far, that's what I got going on, and that's about it for this diorama. There ain't much that I'm going to be adding besides the Freddy Krueger. I might be adding a little plate in front right here that's going to say Freddy Krueger from A Nightmare on Elm Street and everything like that. But we're going to see how that turns out. But so far, it really turned out nice, man. I like how it went. I can't wait to add the newspapers and the wanted signs. Make sure you guys look out on the Collection Dimension on Twitter or on the Facebook page, because I will be releasing a photo once I'm done with making the different newspapers and wanted signs, and then adding Freddy Krueger and all that stuff. And I still got to do my stencil on the back, but I added some cool stuff to this one. So to this one, I don't know if you guys seen, let me get it to go the other way real quick. Right there. So I added a little beat up on the added blood and scars and everything on the wall. And so the beat up turned out pretty nice. Try to get that black, that dark burnt feeling in the on the ground. That turned out real nice. And like, again, it's just dry brushing. Just take your time in doing it. So that is how I built my Freddy Krueger diorama. Tell me what you guys did, if you guys built one for the furnace, or if you guys are planning on building this one, have any extra questions about it. Like I said, I'm gonna be putting that in so it's a permanent piece, but I gotta see how that's gonna go. And everything that you build, you guys create your own, man, so you could take this and twist it up. So I'm going to be finishing up the Freddy Krueger scene from the TV, where the TV's on the wall and he pulls her in. And the worm one, that's going to be an all-in-one scene. If you guys didn't catch the Pennywise scene, that diorama scene that I made, and the Jason one scene that I made a Jason scene and an Ash vs Evil Dead scene. That one turned out pretty dope too. Till next time, like always, man, this was the Dio Spot, man, trying to give you guys the best that we got. Like I said, you guys got any questions, leave them in the comments. Till next time, we're out. Peace.